said, boom. Don't lie, man. I told y'all about 2.5 months ago that they was changing what we know phenotypes to be. Because real niggas is on their ass. Now I gotta put over this bitch changing back and forth, going dark and shit. But I told y'all, it was something we went over yesterday. And they were saying the truth will forever be changing. You get them control, the so-called scientists or whoever it is, you get them a right to change truth when they get ready. But Melanation 3GD said the truth don't need no help, that it don't bend. I gotta put something up there with this motherfucker won't be keep going dog or something. But we went over something yesterday. Well, in the Masonic order, the stolen craft, that states that the truth being break and fold, that it ain't forever. It don't stand up. But Melanation 3GD, the truth don't need no help. It don't bend, break, nor fold. See, it's 3GD over here. Yeah. It's 3GD. And you get these people the right to change the truth upon their will whenever they get ready. Whenever they get ready, they just change truth and change history. I'm going to reiterate again that when I first came into the Kanika Jenkins community, that Draco constellation was going to cause them to have to rewrite a lot of truths and disguise history again for another 7,000 years. And that's what they be doing. Now, I told y'all about 2 months ago. I said, man, I looked up the definition of phenotypes. They trying to get rid of phenotypes and everything. I told y'all that. I like to remember what I say to y'all so I can come reiterate on it. But man, this why my soul be so disturbed. I got a disturbed soul, man. See, the real truth will fuck you around. The real truth will fuck you around. Now, there are 3 distinctive. We know it's 4 phenotypes. But I always tell you, the Mongoloid, the Caucasoid, the Negroid, but why they never, I used to ask the question, why they never put an oid on those Persians? See, that's the unification between the North and the East. This is where everything gonna get unified, where everything meet up at in the center. The unification, the yoni, they're gonna take the melanated woman's womb and unify it on some other shit. I told y'all yesterday when I heard, what up, Jared, when I hear that, I can't say it right because I know a lot of academia came from the Akkadians. So they come from Persia. Alchemy, their new sciences, and they change when they get ready. I told y'all a story about when I was trying to explore Islam because I was tired of the Jesus stuff and the Christian stuff. I tried when I was in Job Corps. I ran into some guys, 5%ers, and that was exploring the secret, the blackness. When they started sending their message to the West about Islam. And a lot of brothers jumped on it. Like Malcolm X, all of them, they jumped on it because they knew the other shit. They know they ain't came out no motherfucking white woman womb, man. So now they trying to disguise this as this who we are. It's Islam stuff. That ain't our shit either. Until we can let go of all these people religion, man, we will never unite and unify as they have done. They ununified, they undid everything we had going on, man. Operative in the craft. Building cities, huge cities, stone structures that still exist to this day. And they just sat it down and speculated and thought about. I showed y'all this. Why they never put an odd on that fourth phenotype? Miles and Jocko, these folks said, I was studying with these niggas. And they got to the point where they told me that my hair on my head should be like my eyebrows. And I said, huh? Huh? A nigga from the sun? A nigga? Huh? I said, I don't want nothing else to do with that. They don't take me. They don't take me. Once a motherfucker show me once a nigga show you who he is, please believe him. Once they said that, I studied, I listened, but my soul, I was out of there. I was out of there on that note. Then they started telling me we should have skin of olive. Farrakhan taught this shit. Skin of olive skin. Huh? Iranian Persian phenotype is highly diverse. Oh, it's diverse. But we have distinctive phenotypes. I'm trying to show y'all. See, the first thing they got to do is put their foundation back up on them. The foundation and the true life giver is the sun, man. The power is the sun. That's the Father in the sky. And the sun is the S-U-N, not no S-O-N. And they tell you should not worship or glorify any deities. The sun ain't no deity, man. The sun is the sun. The sun is the life giver. But they don't want you to even look at it. That's why I decided I'm going on my logo, man. I'm going with that logo with that sun around it with that black disc in it. Yeah. I started putting that on my shit for a reason. I started putting that shit on my shit for a reason. So I'm glad I fucked my little money up and didn't go forward, because I'm gonna use that logo, that circle with that sun with inside of it, put that melanated disc inside that sun, the Father. That's what I'm gonna go with. It's highly diverse, but commonly includes olive to light brown skin, dark brown or black hair that is often wavy or curly, and dark almond-shaped eyes, while prominently long and prominent nose is often mentioned. Physical traits vary significantly, reflecting Iran's location at a crossroad of civilization. They rewriting the books, y'all. And they mom and dad is north and the east. Now he just gave me a phenotype. And they just give me a phenotype. But now they saying, AI, you just gave me a phenotype. I'm gonna show you how I be tripping these hoes up. Stop cussing. Hoes, that's how I talk. That's who I am. And I told y'all I was gonna go figure out what the Elu was. The Elu. I don't want it got anything to do with the Elohim. Is Isis, Ra, Haru, Elohim, Elu. But I ain't went down that road yet. But I'm gonna show y'all the road I went down. See, I just going shit. I just going to, now, Elu means elected. Chosen. Oh shit. God's chosen. Where you get that from? Y'all know where I got this shit from yesterday out that Masonic stuff. Out the stealers of the craft. Out of the ones who hijacked and usurped the craft. and turned the operatives and stuck them in a blue lodge. When Prince Howard said African laws, why you didn't go back to Africa and see what was going on in the South? Africa is the South. The northern part of the South was usurped by the beast and changed to Middle East. Why the East got so many? The East, Far East, Middle East. Why the North got so many North, True North, Magnetic North? Why the West and the South don't have that? Because they in cahoots against melanated people. And they didn't replace you, nigga. You ain't even on the chessboard no more. You forever stuck in a cotton field, boy. Yeah, this is why my soul be so disturbed. This is why I do what I do, because I made I took an oath to myself to continue to do this right here. Now watch how I do this shit now. Boom. Bring it down while I see. Elu can refer to an ancient form of Essen. Holla, I go to that later. Go to that, bring that shit back up here. Nah, that ain't what I had up here. Go back. Go back. Go back. I don't want, okay, boom, right here. Essen, hollow language. The French word for elected or chosen. Right there, one man. The French word for selected or chosen. Woman. In Portuguese, pronoun a gender neutral singular. They can be, that mean male or female, male or female. You can name his son or daughter, Elu, yeah, like that. It also appears in various Native American cultures, such as the Zuni and Cherokee, where it means fair and beautiful. I told y'all niggas, the Iranians, the motherfucker, the Persians, beautiful to you. And I told you can look at a Latino and an Arab woman without the languages and all that shit, and they are the same phenotype. They might change their headdress. They're the same motherfucker. Them so-called Spaniards and Latino Americans. Latinos ain't no motherfucking Spanish folks. Mexicans speak Spanish. Colombo come from Spain. The 13th coming up, y'all, is Colombo Day. It's time to study. But don't nobody pay attention. Appreciate you being here, Charity, but I'm gonna do this shit by myself. Because I've been figured out a truthful path is a lonely one. So I'm already used to being lonely. I done got myself used to that shit. Because niggas don't want the truth, bro. So they made the Native American, the Cherokee, the Indians, the West Indies even call these motherfuckers beautiful and are full of grace. These are the ones coming with God's word, bro. They full of grace. You choosing these people over yourself right now. Respectively, additionally, Elu. I know Elu is an Hawaiian word. Who is Hawaiians? They're Mongolians, ain't it? I always think about that bullshit Eve said on Barbershop when she goddamn tried to give a race to Jesus. And Q let this shit ride. You know, Cali Muhammad been discredited Ice Cube. He been trying to get Ice Cube to reach out. Ice Cube just talked that Muslim shit like he was dying for the cause and all that shit. Kelly reached out and said we ought to call that nigga Ice Water. That's what Kelly said about his ass. He said Jesus was Peloponnesian or some shit she said in that movie. And I said, what the fuck is she talking about? It's something about them New York motherfuckers. They think they goddamn know so. Them York right ass niggas. Them niggas, them 5 cents. I used to listen to Wu-Tang. But the only one I got all the way down in there with was old Dirty Bastard. Because he started going into his heritage. He told them all he was Chinnacock. I'm a Chinnacock, West Indian. From the West Indies. He knew. That's what they did, what they did to ODB. That nigga went on Arsenio Hall when they told him, said, boy, if you let Farrakhan come on the show, we gonna end your shit. And the last show, y'all go look up the last show Arsenio Hall did. They canceled him because they let Farrakhan come on out and talk that blonde head, blue eyed devil. Woo. Where Farrakhan at now? On the mothership. With Ron L. Hubbard talking that bitch shit about some goddamn Scientology bullshit. He talked all that shit about what they better not do to Gaddafi and all that shit. And when he took this goddamn chair, I ain't seen him no more since. Everything they put out on him and all that shit now, all that shit old as fuck. All that shit old as fuck. Like I said, the first thing we gotta do is take the foundation back. You ain't got nothing to stand on if you ain't got no foundation. They got you living sideways on a ball of water thinking you got you ain't got a platform to stand on because you won't even flatten this bitch out and see where everybody come from. Won't even flatten this whole out. Better go back and forth and argue about some shit these people done put in place. Anything these people done gave you, you gotta be easily removing that shit from your soul. If you remove it from your soul, it's gonna automatically come out your mind. You gotta deal with your soul right here, man. The truth gonna stir up your soul. The devil's gonna stir your chakras up to walk in the truth, man. I don't give a fuck about your cousin and whatever they say, saying fuck all that. It's your soul right. Righteousness. That's walking in righteousness, man, when you're walking in truth, bro. Got the Cherokees calling them fair and beautiful. Additionally, Ilu is an Hawaiian word meaning active or nimble. Active. How they active when we sitting up showing you that they the spectators, the speculators, the thinkers, the sit down, the inoperative. Inoperative mean inactive. And Canada word. You see how they spell Canada? Them C's, them K's intertwining. Watch them. K. That mean kilo. Oh my girl, K. I say everything for a real. Aramaic, yeah. I made this song. That's my shit. Because I named the West and the South Aramaic. So I can lead you back to your language. And I can lead you and show you that you're not Semitic. And you're nowhere on the chessboard. And I got my own shit, Melanation 3GD. I'm walking with that. Because when I was locked up, my ancestors were talking to me, man. And I was studying just like I told my folks I was going to do. And I come back and I don't see none of them. I don't see none of them, dog. But I did what I said I was going to do. I'm going to figure out why they disappear in that land. I'm going to go do this shit standing on my head. See, them bitches would have tried to lock me up, but I was already finna get locked up. Them bitches were police, man. Them bitches stopped trying to investigate the nigga and started investigating niggas and started trying to get niggas locked up, man. I'm watching all this bullshit. Bitch turned into real internet, but anyway. Canada, the word means brightness or 7. Seeketh him that maketh up the 7 stars of Orion. Watch them, man. Watch them. I'm just telling you to watch them. Watch this. This just how I'm just brainstorming. This how I brainstorm. That come on here fresh. I just got to doing this shit just in the screenshot just to come show y'all that damn phenotype. Why they don't have a phenotype. And we have distinctive phenotypes. And their shit is so diverse. The Persian Empire. That's who was done when Alexander the Great got there. Alexander the Great ain't fought no African melanated people to try to go up in Egypt. He was fighting against his own babies, like I told y'all. But I'm gonna show you, better than I can tell you. Elu is a word with multiple meanings depending on the context, including being the name of Arzoni Native American original meaning fair or beautiful, an ancient form of the Sinhala, I gotta go check that out, language, and Sri Lanka, a Hebrew name meaning God is my God, and what it is, exponential linear unit activation function of artificial intelligence. This nigga AI. That's why that land was called AI. That nigga there, he thought again a lot, Mr. Nigga. Lot went to the land called AI. And I'm fighting with AI on this motherfucking computer right now. I'm busting AI ass up. I'm finna bust him up today. Just fuck with me, Charity. You ain't gotta stand over, but I'm just saying. You hold that corner over there, cause you the cornerback. I don't play. I'm putting esoteric meanings to my shit. That's why I got you holding that corner over there. That's why I got you holding that. You seen where you seen your name? Where you seen where you hold it down? That Canada, where that? You just seen how they spell over the K. There it is. And Canada, the word means your brightness herself. It's supposed to be a K right there, Cherry. So you hold that K over there. Cause them KKKs came and did a whole lot of shit. Them K's and them V's. We gonna watch them. We gonna hold them corners where they came across at. They ain't come down at the sky. Canada don't sit on the top of our motherfucking head. They came across the Niagaras, the falls, where water fall, not ball. So hold that corner. And we gonna make them lay it down. They gonna have to come up out that sky, cause they ain't where they came from. They came from over there. Hold that corner, Jared. And Sky gonna hold the other corner over there. And Canaan. Cause them the corners. Yeah, them all corners around this bitch. And you're a cornerback. Believe that. Yeah. Now watch this. It can also refer to the French noun meaning an elected person, elu, or the term in Canada for bong or splendor. Bone. You mean bone? So what's your bone structure, nigga? Native American Zuni means feral. Okay, boom, we just went over there. Boom, let's go on, let's keep going. It said right there, Freemasonry. Let's go see. Cause that's where I got it from. Okay. The French word elu means elected, and the degrees who objective. Go bring that back up there. Degree detail, detection, and punishment of the actors in the crime traditionally related among the craft. What craft? What craft they took? I explained this to y'all yesterday. Are called elas, are the degrees of the elected, because they refer to those of the craft who were chosen or elected to make the discovery. Ain't this some shit? It's already some shit, ain't? It's already some shit, ain't? I appreciate it. I'll be trying my best to do my thing. I do what I've been doing. This kind of shit I brought to the community. That's why I went on all the bullshit. And it gonna sit in your soul. I ain't gonna have to convince you. This is what I do. These the elected people. I'm gonna show you the Semites is Leviticus. I'm gonna show you. These motherfuckers been coming in and making you pay, getting your gold. Cause they know a God. You gonna see. Let's keep fucking with you. Gonna see. The French word Elu means what it is. I just went over there what that is. Bring it back up there. Bring that back up there. Go back out of there. Bring it back up there. Bring it back up there. Why I keep doing this shit to me? That's where I was at. Okay, let's go down here. The contemporary times, Elu continues to be chosen as the name of both boys and girls, carrying the legacy and the ancestral origins it used in naming individual reflect a desire to honor and preserve the rich cultural heritage of the Zuni community. Okay. The Elamites. Here we go. Because I said, okay, we in Elu to know. Now let me go ask the question. Elamites were ancient people. Watch this. Of the Iranian plateau. The ones who have diverse phenotype. They got a diverse phenotype. This is what we call the Asian persuasion. See, this the Asian persuasion. We were persuaded by this where the J gonna come from. This where the Judah, the Jesus, the J, the Japheth. Ain't no J. Everybody know that? So what it is, I'm gonna show y'all where the J came into the play at with these folks. They Japheth. Y'all think I be playing, but I don't. Whose civilization flourished. They came on your soil, planted themselves, made plantations, and now you go to work at the plant. Why I go every day? Who flourished from around the 4th millennium BCE, with the center at Susa to develop a unique and complex Elamite language, and the history includes periods of independence and interaction with other ancient Near Eastern powers. East, who the East is, I told you, the Dragon Cake. Eastern powers, such as the Sumerians, Akkadians, Canadians, okay, and Assyrians. The Elamite civilization ended with the region's conquest by the academic. What it is? How you? There it is. Achaemenid Empire under Cyrus the Great around 539. You see who they are? You see who they are? Early period Edomite culture began developing during the Mesopotamian. You bet period 5,004 to 4100 BCE. You know the kind of time count backwards. Why are they doing that? With the city of Susa founded around 4200 BC. Proto-Elamite period, roughly 3200 to, okay. Old Elamite period, okay. But you see where they got Mesopotamia. Who they unifying with right here? Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see why. Let's keep going. The Elamite religion was a polytheistic system with the vast pantheon of hundreds of deities. Hundreds. I thought they said one God. I thought they made us say one God. Hundreds of deities. Led by the supreme God. Now, where they get this from? Nefet? Naparisha. It was a state religion focused on the supreme ruler, likely a king who acted as representative of the gods, and was responsible for. I thought we were so evil because I thought that the niggas were so evil because of this same thing. Pay attention. And was responsible for the prosperity of the kingdom. The Elamites were also integrated Mesopotamian deities into the religious practice. I know, because they in cahoots, this unification. Practice and believes in the afterlife, with rituals often centered on achieving immortality of the soul, which they don't have. Your melanated soul will be here forever. You run the universe. You run the earth too, but you don't let them take it. How they gonna have immortality? Where they mummies at? Where they tombs with the mummies and mummification and studying and respecting the sun as being the god of the sky? The Elamites pantheon included hundreds of gods and goddesses, with each deity often having a connection to a specific city or region. Oh, they taking over regions they putting certain gods and deities in certain regions to overtake the people. They taking regions, they taking land. But who are they? Because they're diverse. Who are these people? I told y'all who they is. The babies of the goddamn north and the east. Y'all think I just be playing, man. The supreme god of the Elamite, considered the lord of the earth and people. Now, spiritual. That sounds a whole lot like Isis' sister, a set sister, Nefet. That's what it sounds like to me. Became the divine source of royal power and whose status possibly influenced later Persian religion belief. Humban, a prominent deity who later became a divine source of royal power and whose status possibly influenced later the Persian belief. Let's go. Okay, boom. Okay. Now then Abram come from Chaldea. He the Edomite. What you call Hebrew, right? He their mama and their motherfucking East is their daddy. What I tell you now? Yes, Chaldea was a region within southern Mesopotamia. Can you say it? Unification? Can you say these they babies? And when they got raw with the babies, get what the babies told them. Bitch, you just a dead carcass in our mountain. We don't give a fuck about none of that. We finna rule all this shit. Why you think they call them carcasses? They call them dead. Man, mama, you a dead ass. You don't run shit. Fuck Alexander the Great. Now y'all going on and latch on to this shit and go right what the fuck you want to write. But this gonna be Central Intelligence right here. This gonna be AI right here, nigga. Iraq. That's why they made sure they went and got Iraq. Because Iraq and Iran is the same shit. They Persians. The Persian Gulf. They want to get down to that Ivory Coast in that west. In that west. You gotta lay it down, Cherry, you gotta lay it down over there and hold that corner now. Because we already building. You know what you protecting, don't you? You protecting all them stone structures that we got over here in the west. That's why you the cornerback. Anybody ever come on and talk crazy, you know you holding that corner. Because we already got stone structures and we already got a craft going on that builds stone structures. And yeah, and ain't got nothing to show except this bullshit that I'm reading now. Yes, Chaldea was a region within southern Mesopotamia, located in what is now southern Iraq, bordering the Persian Gulf. Therefore, Chaldea was a part of Mesopotamia, specifically in the southern region known as Babylonia. What? And they call it Babylonian because they gonna make you babble. They gonna make you not understand your daughter not understand you. They gonna separate you to whatever they gotta do to make you babble and make you hate each other. I'm trying to show you. Part of Mesopotamia, Chaldea was the name for a marshy area in the south part of Mesopotamia, located in modern Iraq, the land of Chaldea. You don't even say Iraq no more. When last time somebody say Iraq? Iraqi. When did they time you heard that? Still taking over regions, huh? That's what Trump went in and did. As soon as he got in office, he went on and started taking shit. took Bethlehem, went over there and took the Goshen water, went over there and built another U.S. embassy right over there in Bethlehem. He went over there doing what he's supposed to do for the Israelis. And they the same people. And this to fear all this atomic bomb, all this bullshit that I show y'all every day. When the last time you heard Iraq? Been a while. I know they're real serious. Thanks for riding with me, baby. Been a while, because they didn't took it. This the goal. I don't even think they be fighting for real. Ain't nothing to fight. When they show it, ain't never dust over that bitch. They ain't producing nothing to sustain life. What are vegetables and shit? Where the fruit of lands at? So they ain't cahoots. I'm showing you they Trinity. I'm gonna show it to you. The land Chaldea corresponds to the southern region of present-day Iraq. Geographic features: it was situated in the plains of the lower Tigris and Euphrates River, near the head of the Persian Gulf, centered around cities like Babylon and the sea, Europe. See, this one you go to asking about, when we went to asking about, where all the bodies, you see how you digging up all them bodies of them ancient Egyptians and people, and Pakal, the mummy, the oldest mummy in the world found in Yucatan, all these people got bodies to show. You ain't digging up nothing, because I'm telling you, all this shit is what? Allegory. All this shit is a fairy tale. All this shit is allegoric with an esoteric meaning to take your shit and belittle you, make you the evil one. Esoteric meanings and all this allegorically speaking. These are allegories. I showed that yesterday, so we know we read from allegorical thinkers. Right? Right. Why this? No, Abraham was not an Edomite. Brother Abraham was a Semite. Oh, this was Semitic come from. So you can't be anti-Semitic, and now they telling you that you're a Semitic, and even convince them niggas in New York that they was Asiatic people. How the fuck you Asiatic, nigga? Your hair on your head match your eyebrows, nigga. Oh, these are Semites. So how are you Semitic, huh? Okay. Brother Abraham was a Semite and the patriarch of the Hebrew and Arab people. What? Didn't I tell you Hebrew and Arab? That's why Hebrew and Arabic is the same thing, but it came out of a language called Aramaic, which came from a language called Hamric. Didn't I tell you I'm gonna teach y'all this shit, man? Damn, you said that. Damn, Lord, that is. Don't be saying that shit. Jerry probably shaking you right now. You probably saying that. I heard Uncle say that before now. He said that's why he named the whole side of the Aramaic. He said he know that ain't the right name, but he said it's Aramaic because I'm going to take you back and let you see that that is not your name. Huh? So you mean to tell me the Hebrew and the Arab, they the same motherfucker? The Arabic and Hebrew language is so much similar because they're the same thing. Wow. Continue. While the Edomites were a distinct Semitic people from what is now southwest Iran, Abram was a descendant of Shem. Shem? That's Asia. I told y'all Shem is the east. Son of not of Elam. He was a son of Afra for wherever the fuck that he come from the east. Didn't I tell you Shem was that Mongolian? Ain't I tell you Shem they dad? And see, I already got the picture in my head. When I do this, I be doing this live. When I go do this, I be doing it live. And it just lines up with what I told you when I was a child. I could read 3-4 pages of a book and be knowing shit. Yeah, I already know the outcome, but I can't get nobody to motherfucking fuck with me the right man. I ain't got no. That's why I'm on the plantation now, man. They ain't gonna let me go out like I want to go out. I got old now. Fuck it. I can't do them try to leave truth in this motherfucker. Somebody else will grab this torch, man. Cause ain't nobody putting this shit down like 3GD, man. I tell y'all that Sham is the motherfucker, is a Semitic. Sham is the motherfucking father. Ham, Sham, and Japheth. Ham the nigga. Sham got to be the east. Cause they gonna let Noah say he the guy that the northwest, the Noah, he gonna be the father of all of it. They gonna let him say that. Cause he still got to come back and latch on to this shit right here. I don't play, man. Edomites were distinct Semitic people from what is now southwestern Iran. Abram was a descendant of Shem. That was KRS-One got twisted up at. I used to be all on KRS-One. Thank you for leading me to the truth. I ain't mad at you. But I'm here to correct the wrong. That's what you told me to do, my nigga. Yo, correct the wrong. Because information we get today is just what? But ask yourself, why is that? Genesis chapter 11, verse 10 explains the generalizing of Shem. Shem was a black man, no, he wasn't. In Africa. If you repeat this fact, they can't laugh at you. Yes, they can. Being the descendant of Shem, which is a fact, means Abraham too was black. No, he wasn't. Abraham born in the city of a black man called Memoir, friend of Pan. Pan had 4 sons. One was named Canaan. Here, let me do some explaining. Abraham was the father of Isaac. Isaac was the father of Jacob. Jacob had 12 sons for real, and these were the children of Israel. According to Genesis chapter 10, you see how he just painted the story black? And then he taught the rest of them niggas that to paint Jesus black. Just paint them black. You can't sprinkle sugar on shit and eat it and think you ain't gonna taste the shit. You gotta give it back. Don't paint it black. Go get the facts. Cause the truth don't need no help. And 3GD ain't gonna bend, break, nor fold. I ain't. Globe, God, and gravity. The 3 deceptions that I have detected in this world. And that's what I push. The truth. No matter what, my grandma said, the truth just like rain. It gonna come down. It don't matter who it fall on. You just got to accept it. Being the descendant of Shem, which is a fact, means Abraham too was black. Abraham was the father of Isaac. Isaac was the father of Jacob. And then he changed Jacob's name to what? These were the children of Israel. I learned that song a long time ago. Loved it. But I had to go deeper. For my soul. I'm Gucci. Not the son of Elam. He was not the son of Elam, but the son of Arphaxad, or Arphaxad, I bet that Mongolian. And he actually fought against, I don't give a fuck about that biblical event, because all the allegory. Abraham was from Ur. Well, Abraham was from he was a descendant of Shem. Noah's son. Who was Noah? The Noah. Northwest. Noah, the Canadian Brits. Noah, the Neanderthal. The North. Noah. Gotta get these 4 corners right. Hold that corner chair. On play. Now I just tell that Noah gonna be the father of everybody, cause all of them come out of Noah. The world came to an end, right? Ham, Shem, and Japheth are the sons of who? Noah. Where they get Noah from? That boat called the Newark in Africa? The Newark? Don't it sound too much alike? I told you these people dumb as fuck. And I ain't. I'm a decipherer. And I don't even get high no more. Boy, if I smoke me a blunt right now, I would go in. Like, that's why people used to come to this, how you be going in. Hmm? He was a descendant of Shem, Noah's son. And those Sham's sons, making him a Hebrew and the descendant of Abraham. You got to go through all that. Watch this. Where is Moses' origin? Moses' origin in Egypt, where he lived and was born to Israelite parents during the enslavement, floated down the Nile River to save him from Pharaoh. How you gonna save him from Pharaoh? And Pharaoh the one took care of him. His mammy sent him down the river in a bread box, in a bread basket. And during that time, there would have been a woman named Hatshepsut, where they would have had her people get him out of there and raise her as her own. And that would let Abraham and all the rest of them be able to come up in there, up into Egypt on them black folk. And excuse me for saying the word black, on the melanated people that was in the South, that's in the South, still suffering while y'all getting their robe out their land and rolling on these Yokohama ties. I don't play. And saved him from Pharaoh's decree and was raised as an Egyptian prince. As an Egyptian prince? What Egyptians? Huh? After fleeing Egypt and leaving, huh? So who's your mama for real, bro? Moses' mother was in the Bible called Jochebed. She was a Levite. A what? A Levite woman and the wife of Amram. That's Moses. That's Moses' daddy. So how can Moses be doing all this talking? And Moses was a motherfucking damn couldn't even talk. Because Aaron had to do all the talking. I told you I know this shit backwards and forward, man. Aaron became the prince chief talker because Moses couldn't even do no talking. And their daddy named who? Amram. Ram. The ram, baby. And also the mother of Aaron, huh? And Miriam. That's why they call motherfucking Egypt Mizraim. They fucked their own sister, didn't they? Oh, they on their ancestral shit already? Okay, shit, fuck. Jochebed courageously hid Moses when Pharaoh ordered all Hebrew male babies to be killed, placing him in a basket and sending him. So what was Jochebed? Huh? Was she? I should have asked, was she an Edomite, huh? But they gonna say she's an Israelite and all that, but they ain't no Israelite until Jacob. And ain't no Jew or no Hebrew or none of that shit until motherfucking Abraham. So who is how Moses know all this stuff? Anyway, keep going on, cause you don't want to disturb nobody's soul in the wrong way. Amram was a Levite, not an Edomite. Biblically, genealogy records him as the son of Kohath, the grandson of Levi, which makes him a part of the Israelite tribe of Levi. He was the father of Moses, Aaron, and Miriam, right? Okay, now watch who these folks is. Watch this. While some Levites held responsibility, because I already know. Get what I asked them. Ain't the Levites the stewardess of God's money? Ain't they coming to get your gold? And later on, Christopher Colombo don't come on and say we're going to go over there and get all that dope too. Like that West. I don't play, y'all. While some Levites held responsibilities related to God's money, I got to use the bathroom. Please wait till I come back. While some Levites held responsibilities related to God's money, the sun's money, it sure is shine like gold. That's why it's a sacred color, because it shines just like that sun. Niggas think they be sunning me. I want you to sun me. Yeah, guard me up. I'm God's son. The S-U-N. The sacred colors are black and gold for a reason. Because they're melanated. This side of the sun is black and it's melanated. and they give off aurora, the corona of the sun. And the marriage to the beast ritual comes when they motherfucking had that eclipse. You see the marriage and the wedding ring, that diamond sparkle off that bitch in the darkest goddamn soil, cold on the earth, is compressed and turned into diamonds, just like your energy will when you leave your human shell. And the energy of your 666 melanated carbon makeup, your energy gonna be compressed back through that disc, and you going straight back, cause it say you gonna return. You gonna return to the heavens from which you came, charity. And you gonna go up there incarnate and be the star you destined to be within these universes that belong to the sun. I don't play. I'm just misunderstood. We all misunderstood growing up in the hood, y'all. And we don't decompose. Decomposure means they go down to the devil in the ground. They very stinky. The Caucasus, their own children told on them. And their children got their motherfucking blessing. Some of that little yellowish orange shit, that little fake melanin shit over there, cause they love the sun like they got China, like Japan got on their flag. They love the sun, they wouldn't have it bleed. And they wouldn't be over there saying that the UV rays are unclean, God's rays, God's energy is unclean, it's unhealthy to them because they're out of place. Making their own fucking suns and fusions and replicas of the sun, and somebody cleaning up the energy of the sun, of God. Huh? The responsibility related to God's money. The statement Levites are the stewards of God's money is an oversimplification. Well, I oversimplified it. Wait, AI mad at me because that motherfucker made it simple to you. You see what this nigga said? Fuck you, AI. You know you can't fuck with me. I don't give a fuck how smart Elon Musk's son is allegedly. He can't outrank the common sense, and I got plenty of it. And I know how to read and without my, like I told my people, we gotta take your emotions out of it and get the knowledge. Huh? Yeah. The sacred color of black and gold for a reason. This is what they fucked up. Now he telling me, you hear what the nigga told me? Oversimplification. Write that down somewhere, Cherry. Write that down. Oversimplification. Make sure you know that what AI think about on Fed. That I simplify things for my people. I've been told y'all make this shit work more for my people gonna understand me, and I'm gonna break this shit down. That's what I do. Man, he just said it. It's an oversimplification. What the fuck is that? And look what you just typed right there. Shit, I understand you. Look, see how the energy work? Look what you just wrote. Shit, I understand you. Like shit, goddamn, I understand it. I know it. Simplify. Break it down so we can understand it. That's what the preacher supposed to do. But he don't understand it. He said, Because they used to have a slave master right behind him. He said the wrong thing outside of Himalayas right now. They get punished. They got certain Himalayas and guidelines they got to go back in the pulpit right now. I'm going to give me some of that tax-free money. I'm going to store my melanation 3D, and it's going to be my religion, even though I don't have one. Yeah. It was an oversimplification. The role was more accurately that of custodians, administrators, and treasurers for the temple, responsible for managing the tithes and dedication gifts that were considered to belong to God. I got the biz, man. Who are these people, man? oversimplification. Make sure you write that shit down somewhere, Jerry. Because I'm wrong with it. What was the Levites' role with the Temple of Finances as the only tribe not given a territorial inheritance? What? They ain't got nowhere to stay or nothing. They ain't got no temples. They didn't start a Masonic cult and talking about temples and lodges, and they ain't got a stone structure or nothing. The motherfucking goddamn. Why you gonna be the steward of God? Why don't you just run around everywhere where God goes trying to take over regions of the earth? Who the fuck is these people? Thank you. Because I want you to remember that. I want you to remember that. I want you to remember that in your soul. That thing they said they mad at Unfair because he just makes shit simple. Unfair ain't no bad guy. Because he don't believe. He just going on what he know. That's crazy. They demonize me out here, man. But I'm just an oversimplifier. Yeah, instead of an amplifier. That's why I get low and talk. I ain't got to talk loud, but I got a big ass voice though. It said the dedicated gifts that were considered to belong to God. Oh, that's who Abram them is, huh? Y'all finna come get all this shit. That's why all our goal was consigned over to Israel. That's why they run the United States and we in the belly of the beast like Unfair say every day. Huh? Look at this shit. It said, as the only tribe not given territory inheritance in the promised land, the Levites were provided for by the tithe. 1/10 of income are produced of the other Israelites. But they over the money though. The Pacific Financial Duties, collection tithes. The Levites were responsible for collecting tithes, going and coming and taking your shit. That's why when you say they say territories and their possessions were held there. They don't own no land, but they got possessions there. I know you done read shit like that before. France owned this over here and this part over here with their possessions. What possession? They ain't got shit. What possession they own? Once they come in, they got possessions. Abraham went in on goddamn the Pharaoh with nothing and left with all that shit. With possessions. Herds and everything. Boy, I'm holding my fist. I ain't lying. Because I know this shit gonna cut off on me. I need to play a little video or something before it won't go off. It said, provided by the tithes of the income produced by the other Israelite collection. The Levites were responsible for collecting the tithes given by the people or taken of Israel. They were in charge of the temple storerooms and treasuries, which held the offerings, tithes, and valuable dedicated gifts given to God. God's money. What God gonna do with some money, man? What God gonna do with some money? I gotta keep going. The term Martin Luther. See, this is where Martin Luther King get his name from. Hold on. I gotta know what I can do. I gotta play a video right quick. And then I'll be able to do that. I just gotta play it, and then we're gonna go right back up in that bit. We're gonna go right back and play a video. I won't talk to you, Teresa. I won't talk to you. Not right now. I won't talk to you, Teresa. I won't talk to you. When the videos I have from your day. When the videos I have your day. I gotta use the bathroom bad as hell. I'm coming right back. Play that move right there. That's my shit. Play that right there. Cause I want to hear that part. Cause it's a part in there when they were saying the truth ain't gonna stand up. The truth gonna be changed. What I couldn't find it before I went live, but it's a part in there where they were saying the truth is gonna be always be able to be changed. I'll be right back. Oh, I got that Bluetooth on. Let me turn that Bluetooth off. See, I'm on time. There you go. Turn that Bluetooth off. All this shit makes sense now. This bitch been lying to me since I met this motherfucker. This nigga that had me fooled. Man, if I don't burn this nigga over these grits tonight, my name ain't motherfucking Kaka. That way, once a motherfucker lie to you, all you gotta do is get on their ass, man, and watch them. That's what I do with these bitches. Especially when I go to start reading the languages and pronunciations and how they try to trick that shit. They can't trick that shit, man. Cause they dumb. The Achaemenid Empire province of Uhud, Madanata, and the grandson of Jokinia. Well, fuck all that. I'm talking about this Akkadian, alchemy, all that shit right there. That shit just, you don't sit well with me because I know how to get out. Right? So what you got going on tonight, Fed? The perfect master degree in Scottish Rite and teaches Masonic honor focusing on honesty, sincerity, good faith, and I'm gonna show you how these niggas got stuck in the Blue Lodge and became gatekeepers and fighters. And these niggas gatekeepers now. I'm gonna show y'all and see. I ain't know what I was gonna find, but I told y'all I was gonna go in and play with this shit. I told y'all I was gonna go in and play with this shit, and so I played with this shit. Right? And watch how this shit ends up right like I told y'all. I'm gonna put my thumb on these niggas every time, because it is what it is. And once you can see the big picture, man, all I gotta do is ask the right questions. So they ain't gonna let a nigga go no further than Blue Lodge, 3 degrees. The 1, 2, 3 steps that they bury themselves up under that goddamn, they're checking with them 3 steps on that 3rd degree there, that far they gonna let them go. They gonna let them Blue Lodge, you can call them Master Mason and give them some royals and tell them they got some arches, but they ain't shit. Because that's the beginning of them indoctrinating you into and see, it's a point in that video where I showed where they said the truth need a whole lot of help. It need to be changed and changed over and all that shit. I really want to go find it, but I ain't got time to find it. I'm gonna show y'all some more shit. Go back over now. I'm gonna show y'all some more shit. Go back over now. Right here. That's where I left off at. I asked him what was the term, and then as I was asking what the term was, it came to me, indulgences. See, this is where Martin Luther King get his name from. Put it back over there. This was Martin Luther. It was a monk called Martin Luther. Did you know that? Do you know that, Cherry? You know that was Martin Luther King got his name from? You know Muhammad Ali got his name from a motherfucking, a Persian motherfucking Iranian ass motherfucker who killed a whole lot of African people. Yeah, that way. But this is where Martin Luther get his name from. And Martin Luther was one of the monks that fell out with the big church over in England and in Rome and all that shit. In Rome. And he fell out with the church, and that's why the churches are branching out and having all these Lutherans. That's where the Lutherans come from. You know, thing off here, go to did this. And all this shit up here. That's why I don't give a fuck about they taking all my video, because I know what I researched by Selena Gomez. I know what I know. But they gonna always fuck on me. I believe you got special motherfucking sources on my ass. I don't talk with 2, 3 people and they still be at my ass. And people think I be talking crazy. Nah, folk will fuck on me the whole nigga jigga case and had motherfucking agents out fucking with a nigga. That's why I whoop the whooping. Drum roll to the drum roll. And that drum and roll, yeah, cause I done made up in my mind that I'm going up on it. And my sister might have called her back. I done made up in my mind that I'm going up under my melanated 3D. Damn, I gotta call my sister back, man. But let me go and get through saying this right here. I'm gonna come back, Jared. I'm gonna come back. The term Martin Luther dispute was the church of overselling or selling of indulgences, which promise remission of punishment for sins in exchange for money. Was the indulgence controversy or the indulgence scandal a key event sparking the Protestant Reformation? Luther posted his 95 Theses in 1517, challenging this practice and the corruption within the church, leading to the eventual excommunication and the division of Western Christianity. Because they have been selling you niggas ways to heaven. You can pay for your sins. They've been selling what they call indulgences. I'm going to come back right there because I got to call my sister back. I'm going to come back. But then I'm going to go, I probably go on fire because they ain't going to send that notification back out. Yeah, and that's what I want you to do. That's exactly what I want you to do. Let them gap. That's exactly what I want you to do. Research. Don't take my word for it. No, I want you to read. That's why I do it live. I've been doing this since the beginning of the nigga case. This is what I do. This is what I do. And I go put my thumb down on it. I go put my thumb on it for everybody. These folks were selling ways to heaven and those. See, where this practice come from? That's how they been doing. The Levites, Abraham, yeah, that's the game. Coming off into gold mines, some of this hot in the earth, but you digging in gold mines, and the further you dig in the earth, it's cold. They get down them gold mines. You tell a nigga a little devil, but they gonna get them, and you know a God is gonna save them, and they got to have a savior while you take over regions of the earth, like North America and the Middle East, which belongs to the melanated side of the earth. We are the West Indies, and the Middle East is actually the South, the northern part of Africa. Lay it down, lay it down. Uncle Fed laid it down. So profound. Yeah. What else I got on? Let me see. I gotta go call my sister. But what is it? Oh, we got to come back. I'm gonna leave my shit right here, because we're gonna go right back to the phenotypes. We're gonna go right back. I'm gonna go be looking for me on FEDZBACK, Cherry. I go back and do it on 5, then I replay this, and then we'll start. Yeah, we'll like that. But let me go call my sister back. I love you, Cherry. I don't play no game. This your boy on Fed. The truth don't need no help. It ain't gonna bend, break, nor fold. And all we gonna do, we gonna make it do what it do. Huh? Until I come back, Cherry, you make sure you hold that corner and keep this thing motherfucking flat. You dig? I'll be back. Be back soon as I get to talk to my sister and check out my messages and stuff. I said, boom.